Hi guys, welcome to another audio video and I'm reading Isaiah 7 of the King James Version Bible, and it reads, "And it came to pass in the day of Ahaz the son of Jotham, the son of Uzziah, king of Judah, that Rezin the king of Syria and Pekah the son of Remaliah, king of Israel, went up toward Jerusalem to war against it, but could not prevail against it. And it was told the house of David, saying, Syria is confederate with Ephraim, and his heart was moved, and the heart of his people, as the trees of the wood are moved with the wind. Then said the Lord unto Isaiah, Go forth now to meet Ahaz, thou and Jashub thy son. At the end of the conduit of the upper pool is in the highway of the fuller's field, and say unto him, Take heed and be quiet, fear not, neither be faint-hearted, for the two tails of these smoking firebrands, for the fierce anger of Rezin with Syria, and of the son of Remaliah, because Syria, Ephraim, and the son of Remaliah have taken evil counsel against thee, saying, Let us go up against Judah, and vex it, and let us make a breach therein for us, and set a king in the midst of it, even the son of Tabiel. Thus saith the Lord God, It shall not stand, neither shall it come to pass. For the head of Syria is Damascus, and the head of Damascus is Rezin, and within 65 years shall Ephraim be broken, that it be not a people. And the head of Ephraim is Samaria, and the head of Samaria is Remaliah's son. If ye will not believe, surely ye shall not be established. Moreover, the Lord spake again unto Ahaz, saying, Ask thee a sign of the Lord thy God. Ask it either in the depth or in the height above. But Ahaz said, I will not ask, neither will I tempt the Lord. And he said, Hear ye now, O house of David. Is it a small thing for you to weary men? But will ye weary my God also? Therefore the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. Butter and honey shall he eat, and that he may know to refuse the evil and choose the good. For before the child shall know to refuse the evil and choose the good, the land that thou abhorrest shall be forsaken of both her kings. The Lord shall bring upon thee, and upon thy people, and upon thy father's house, days that have not come from the day that Ephraim departed from Judah, even the king of Assyria. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall hiss for the fly that is in the uttermost parts of the rivers of Egypt, and for the bee that is in the land of Assyria. And they shall come and rest all of them in the desolate valleys, and in the holes of the rocks, and upon all thorns, and upon all bushes. In the same day shall the Lord shave with a razor that is hired, namely by them beyond the river, by the king of Assyria, the head and the ear of the feet. And it shall also consume the beard. And it shall come to pass in that day that a man shall nourish a young cow and 2 sheep. And it shall come to pass for the abundance of milk that they shall give, he shall eat butter. For butter and honey shall every one eat that is left in the land. And it shall come to pass in that day that every place shall be where there were 1,000 vines at 1,000 silverlings, it shall even be for briars and thorns. With arrows and with bows shall men come thither, because all the land shall become briars and thorns. And on all hills that shall be digged with the mattock, there shall not come thither the fare of briars and thorns, but it shall be for the sending forth of oxen and for the treading of lesser cattle. Okay, guys, so we see in this chapter where the prophecy is given that Jesus would come, and he's the one that would actually heal us all, and he's the one that would actually show us the way, and he would come because of all the evil that has taken place. And we see that there come a time where God began to detest the sacrifices of his people. The sacrifices of his people were not as sweet savor anymore. They angered him because of all that they were doing in his sight, all the evil that they were doing. And not only that, but we see where brother would come against brother, as in a tribe of Israel would actually come against another to fight it, and they would actually join with outsiders. Ephraim would actually join with outsiders to basically try to overthrow Jerusalem, and that is not something that should be, because we should be our brother's keeper. And it had said in the scriptures that brother should not fight against brother, and they as Israel should not fight against each other. And here we see where that law was basically being broken. And so it was a warning, and it was given to Ahaz to give unto the people. And the funny thing about this was that Ahaz did not ask for a sign. He was saying, I will not tempt the Lord. That's just how he was. He believed just by hearing. Just by believing, just by hearing the words of God, he believed. And however, God wanted to ensure that they knew and they would know the arrival of the Savior, Emmanuel, Jesus Christ. God is with us, because that's the time that God would be with them, because at this point in time God is not with them in the way that he wants to be, because they have utterly turned against him and disregard his laws and his statutes, and so he's not with them. But there will come a time again where he will be with them, and that's the time that is being prophesied of right here to Ahaz. Alright guys, so that was the main thing I wanted to basically indicate from this, to take away from this chapter here. So guys, please remember to continue to walk in your salvation, and if you've not yet gained it, then seek it. There's no better time to begin than the present. Have yourselves a blessed day. Bye.